What's going on, everyone? This is Kevin here, and in this video we're going to be checking out this massage chair from Otori. Now I'd like to thank Otori for being kind enough to send this out to me to cover here on the channel, and if you want to learn more about the chair or to see the most up-to-date pricing for it, then definitely take a look at the link in the video description. Now this is the first massage chair that I've actually ever owned myself, but I have definitely been very curious about trying one out. So I'm really glad to finally have one. Now, if you decide to order this chair, it will arrive in 3 boxes. Now, I'm actually a big fan of that because I'd rather have 3 manageable boxes versus having it get delivered in 1 massive box. I do know that Otori does have some larger models that do get delivered on a pallet since they do come pre-assembled completely. Now, of course, I wouldn't mind checking those out in the future, but again, you can't look past the benefit of having the product be delivered in 3 decently sized boxes. Now, as far as the assembly goes, it was a really good experience. There's really not a whole lot to assemble. It does come in several pieces. However, you only have to bolt in the 2 side rests. Everything else is just snapped in. Then from there, you just have to connect the air hoses and then snap in some of the power connectors, and then you're all good to go. Another thing that I like too is that they do give you some extra bolts and washers, so they really have you covered. Now this is a feature-packed massage chair that does feature a zero gravity design and also accommodates 10 different stages. It's nice too that the chair does have the ability to lay almost completely flat, so you can either sit in the chair and have it go through the various massages in more of an upright position, or again, if you want to sit back, relax, and kind of lay back a bit, then the chair does have the ability to do that as well. Now the chair features 2 unique neck massage nodes, and on the backrest we're getting 8 massage points. We're also getting mechanical foot rollers, and we're getting lots of airbags that give us 3 different adjustable settings. Now the remote is very easy to use, and I like that it makes it very clear what setting you actually have the massage chair in, since there are so many different adjustments and customizations that you can do. Now you can choose to set things exactly how you want, but also there's an auto button, so if you don't want to waste any time and you want to get right into the massage, then just tap on the auto button and you're good to go. I also like that you can pick individual massages, and if there's certain ones that you don't want, you can turn those off as well. So if the chair is going through a massage cycle where there's several of these going on at the same time, and maybe you want to turn off the foot massage part of it, then you can easily do that. You can also adjust the speed and strength, activate the heating feature, and you can even ascend or descend the chair to put it in the exact position that you want it to be in. And again, I do really appreciate the design of the remote because there is a screen on the top that does show you exactly what's going on at all times, so that there's no confusion when the chair is running. Now, as far as the build quality goes of the actual chair itself, I've been very impressed so far. Now, obviously, this is not the highest end, most premium massage chair out there, but for what it is, the quality is completely adequate. Now, structurally, this chair is very solid, and it doesn't feel like it's wobbling around or anything like that when it's being used, or even when you're sitting in it at all. So I really like that it doesn't feel cheap. I also appreciate the stitching that we're getting on the chair too, because it does make it look very premium, and if this chair is something that you're going to be keeping in your living room, for example, then it's certainly not going to be an eyesore. If anything, this chair might be one of the centerpieces of your living room. And overall, the design that they gave this chair does give it a premium look. Now with this chair, on the bottom back of it, we are getting 2 wheels that do assist with moving the chair around. Now, I wouldn't call this the lightest chair ever, but it's certainly not extremely heavy either, especially considering how many different mechanical components we are getting here. And I haven't had any issues with moving the chair around all by myself. Also on the bottom back of the chair, we get an on-off power switch. We also get an area to plug in the cable to connect it to the wall, which by the way, it does connect via a 3-prong North American plug. And then we also get the port to plug in the remote. Another thing I like about this chair too is that not only is it easy to assemble, but if I wanted to disassemble it as well, that's very simple. And I could definitely see that coming in handy, maybe if I want to clean out different crumbs and other things that might get in some of the nooks of the chair that would be difficult to clean otherwise. I mean, really, if I want to, I can take this chair apart very easily and completely clean it with no issues at all. So really, there are no hard to reach places with this chair. Now, overall, I'm a big fan of this chair, and I'm definitely looking forward to having it be a permanent part of my living room. The only limitation that I could think of for this chair is the size. Now, I'm 6 feet tall, and the chair is fine for me, but I could definitely see if you're a few inches taller, definitely if you're taller than 6'3", you probably are going to run into issues with this chair being a bit too small for you. So if you consider yourself taller than most people out there, then you might want to consider going for maybe a larger model. But from my experience of using the chair, it does do everything as advertised, so I have no complaints about it. So if you're looking for a high quality massage chair, then you ought to consider this one from Otori. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.